So welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And with me now, I've got Craig O'Brien. How you doing, Craig?
All's good, Joel. Yeah, just chilling out, feet up. Busy day, so just relaxing now.
Mate, enjoy it. Ain't going to last long.
Yeah, true, buddy. Yeah, no, I am enjoying it, to be fair. I'm taking it all in a little bit more as I get older, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How old are you?
31. I'm 32 in the 5th of October. I think that's Tuesday, is it? Next week.
And you think you're old, mate?
Yeah. Well, how old are you, Joel?
35, so thanks a bunch.
Not a lot between us, bud. Not a lot between us.
Yeah, just a few knockouts and, a few more rounds, isn't it?
Is it telling, is it? Is it telling? Brilliant,
mate.
Man.
Honestly, it's a pleasure to have you on. Like we were saying before we went live, I've had most of the stable down at the gym on already, and they've all pointed to you and said, "Get him on. He's the last one."
Yeah, all the lads. Yeah, you're saying they had him on. Yeah, I'd say they were good crack, to be fair.
Oh, mate, they're nuts. To be perfectly honest, but you've got a great gym down there. Real good vibe, real positive group of lads there who are all driving to do the best that they can. So it's good to be surrounded by that, isn't it?
Absolutely. The lads are a great bunch, and as you said, we all push each other. We all get on with each other. You know what I mean? It's a good atmosphere. It's a great group to be in with. You know what I mean? It's like one big family. So yeah, absolutely, Joel. Yeah, and then Pascal to the mix looks after us as well. So looks out for us a lot. So yeah, great setup.
Craig, I've got to ask before we go further into chatting about you, who hits the hardest out of that lot?
Well, you could say Noel because he's a heavyweight, but I personally think Spike, because I took a right few of them, so I'd have to vouch for Spike.
Yeah. No, he's spiteful, isn't he?
Yeah, I think it's just the way people just have it. You know what I'm saying? People will like sting you with shots and fast shots, where Spikes are just like heavy clangers. You know what I mean? You get them, you feel them, like you feel the weight of them.
Yeah.
So Spike, yeah, definitely banned, especially with small gloves on. So you see it in his fights.
Yeah, he's a tough lad. I don't think he gets half the credit, really, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, and he loves to fight. You know what I mean? He loves to tear ups and that. He loves to get in them positions where he can let his hands go. Cause he hurts people. Like even the Munguia fight out in Texas that time. We were there. I was ringside. Like he had him hurt a number of times. He had him out on his feet in the third round. I think it was only that the bell went. Help Munguia. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can bang. You seen what he done to that guy Anton Douglas out in Canada.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Proofs in the pudding.
But you're clearly better than he is, though. That goes without saying, doesn't
it? Yeah. I let them know all the time. Don't worry about that.
Craig, anyway, we're here to chat about you, mate. You obviously had your last fight in March. Got the decision over 6 rounds. So time to move on to the 1st of October coming up.
Yeah, looking at it now, it was good that I got out the end of March. You know what I mean? It was a little bit of after the pandemic and stuff like that. I wouldn't have happened before. Jeez, the last fight would have been coming off getting beaten by Conway in December 19, March 21. So it was a big gap there. So yeah, getting out there would have been done me the world of good. You know what I mean? It got me back into the swing of things. I meant to go again in May, but they brought restrictions in with the hotel quarantine and stuff like that. So we weren't sure how that settled around professional boxers, and we didn't get enough insight into it onto the last minute, so we had to cancel. So that was a bit of a downer because I personally didn't box well in March, but 2 or 3 weeks later when I was back in camp, I felt unbelievable. You know what I mean? I felt twice the boxer I did going into that fight. So it'd have been great to stay on it, but obviously it got cancelled. So we were just messing around the gym and stuff like that, and this opportunities came now on the 1st of October. So we've had a great camp, and we're looking forward to Friday night.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy how fast it's come along, really, isn't it? This year's shot by, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, Joel. Yeah, and then if you look back at last year, during the pandemic, it probably went even quicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah, time waits for no one is what they say. You know what I mean? And like we said, we're getting a bit older. The years go by, the kids are getting bigger. But yeah, listen, you learn on that also. You know what I mean? So as much as the pandemic struck, it's good. It's great to have boxing back over the last few months. You know what I mean? So it's good. Everything's back in full swing type thing.
What's been the fight that you've enjoyed so far this year?
Ah, well, the other night was beautiful, wasn't it, man? That was a great fight. AJ and Music. That was a brilliant fight, you know. So that as a heavyweight fight, you don't really get great heavyweight fights. They like in all Wilder and Fury obviously is up there with good ones, but I looking at AJ and Music, I was like, this is a close one. You know what I mean? I actually stuck money on the draw beforehand, but
Yeah,
obviously
yeah,
didn't come off, and Music got the win. So I really enjoyed that. But there's been lots of great fights, been lots of upsets. You look at that kid Wood, is it that beat the guy in
yeah,
fight? That was a
yeah.
great
Lee
win for
Wood.
him. So yeah. So there's been lots of great fights, man. As I said, it's brilliant. So I'm a massive boxing fan. So just even to be a boxing fan, it's great. And I see then Fowler, my old opponent, he fights Smith the week after next. That's another great one. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's good.
Well,
It's good.
you brought up AJ Usyk. Do you think you should go straight into a rematch and go for his title again?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think not taking the rematch does much for him, does it? In all honesty, like
Yeah, yeah,
if he has a warm up fight or something to that extent, what's he gonna do in them 4 months that he might not do in the rematch? And I thought in the middle rounds he was coming on strong, but
yeah,
to be fair to Usyk, it looks like he found a second win and went again. You know what I mean? So yeah, if I'm AJ, I'll go straight into the rematch again. Like what? He has a warm up fight. They're gonna bring someone in. He probably knocked him over in 4 or 5 rounds. He's not gonna learn much from that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and the other fight you brought up, Fowler Smith. How do you see it going? Stick your neck out, mate. Stick your neck out.
You listen. It's boxing. We're all boxing people. You gotta favour Smith, as in the sense he's boxed at world level. You know what I mean? But I like Fowler. I actually like Fowler, and I'd like to see him win. To be fair, you know what I mean. But it's a tough. Listen, it's a tough fight for him. You know what I mean? It's a derby as well, and it's gonna be a good one. There's a lot on the undercard. Now, guy I
Yeah,
fought there, Conway fights Metcalf on it as well, and then Cheeseman fights that guy Williams. So it's a cracking card, and as I said earlier, as a boxing fan, I'm looking forward to it.
yeah. To me, that's one of the best nights of boxing for a while. You know, the Leeds card was very good, but I think the Liverpool card is just as good, and some great fights on there, mate. Great fights. But you
Yeah,
know, back
100%. I think there's a couple of names that you wouldn't really know is in good fights as well, isn't there? Like there's a couple of 6 rounds and 8 rounds that are like 50-50 fights on it also. So
yeah,
stack
yeah.
card, yeah, and definitely looking forward to that one.
So look into yours. Obviously, you're against the Nigerian. I'm going to say the name. It's going to be wrong because you don't know it anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Samuel Nmoma. We're going with that over 8 rounds. 15 fights, 15 wins, 4 knockouts. Not a bad record.
sounds good. To be fair, I thought it was 14. Not that the other one will do much difference, but I thought it was 14. Yeah. So
Hang on a
listen,
minute. Someone's added one on.
yeah, they'll have me on there. No, but we got a phone call about 8 or 9 weeks ago. Pastor Craig, I've got a fight there in Italy. Have a look at this guy. Blah blah blah. Looked at the guy. I was like, yeah, it looks all right, Pascal. So we were going with that, and then that guy, I can't think of his name now, but he couldn't fight over I don't know what, but he came back obviously with the opponent that I have now, and the same thing. I looked at him, that the opponents he's fought, looking at it, warding up too much. You know what I mean? But him himself, he looks good. He looks strong. He looks like he can fight. So, but yeah, I favour myself in it as well. I say as a 50-50 fight, he might have 14, 15 wins, but he don't have a lot of knockouts. I don't have a lot of knockouts, but his resume is probably limited to a little bit. Where obviously I'm 12 fights, two
Yeah,
losses, but I've lost two really good boys. You know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, we go out there
Are
and see
you
what the story is. I've had a great camp.
Are you saying, Craig, you wouldn't have taken the fight if you knew it was 15 fights instead of 14?
Well, they're looking for extra money, and anyway.
Well, anyway, mate, it's live on DAZN from Milan in Italy, mate. It looks a great card as well, to be honest. And yeah, DAZN are delivering at the moment, aren't they? And to be a part of that, surely it's something special.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. There's not a lot happening in Ireland, Joel, in fucking God knows how many years now. You know what I mean? There's no shows going on. It's hard to get a couple of shows and a couple of fights here. So, that's why we had to go to Belgium. That's why we were going again. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, yeah. I
unfortunately,
saw your Belgium fight. I saw your fight in Belgium.
yeah, tough fight. Listen, I probably made it tougher than what it was. Funny enough, the guy that I fought, he was a late replacement. Where I boxed him 2 years previous, and the truth be told, I boxed him in the stadium, and he didn't get near me for 6 rounds. But the first 3 rounds, I was coasting, but then I started to breathe a little bit, and he came on strong. And fair play to him. It was a good fight. He gave one card to him, which I was a little bit surprised, to be fair. You know what I mean? But yeah, we got the win and we moved on. But yeah, looking forward to Italy. You know, I've had a great camp. As I said, I've had probably 9 weeks camp. I'm on wait now, like 2-3 days out. So really looking forward. As I said, big platform on DAZN. So you can't be knocking these opportunities back. You know what I mean, Joel?
No,
I'm
definitely,
getting
mate.
I'm getting now younger. I don't plan to stay around this game forever, neither. You know what I mean? So yeah,
You're
we go
pushing
out.
it again, Craig. You're pushing it.
we go over there fully fit and fully confident. To be fair, like when I went back into
Yeah,
camp, obviously most boxers are confident, but when I went back into camp, I was bollocks after the first few spars, and I was questioning myself. I was like, do you know what, man? I'm 31 now, 32 soon. Got the kids. Like, is this for me? I'm in college, but through the training and through the hard work and the track sessions and the jogs and the strength sessions and the treadmill sessions and the sparring, I just built up my fitness and I'm fucking feeling brilliant, to be fair. And the confidence, as I said, came through all the hard work. It hasn't came through just being confident. So
yeah,
come Friday night, I'm really looking forward to it. It's 8 rounds. I've done two 10 rounds before and a couple of 8 rounds. So I'm well capable and I'm well prepared. And again, I've got beaten twice and been on big shows, but I think all that experience leads me to now. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
hopefully we go out there and do the business, and that guy's record can go 14-15 to one loss. You know what I mean?
Mate, honestly, Craig, I don't think you give yourself enough credit, mate. You know, you've been in some tough fights. I know you say you're 31, coming up 32. You know, you're getting an old man now. It's you know, you haven't had the wear and tear like a lot of other fighters. So really, you're a fit 31 straight 32-year-old that's going into big fights now. You know, you're moving back up the ladder again, and that's, you know, that just shows how resilient and how tough you are. You know, you've had those
Yeah,
fights,
no,
you've got the experience.
absolutely, and as you said, I think the likes of the Conway fights which was 10 round fights, and they were sort of a brawl at times, and we were standing toe to toe. So the likes of them experience leads to now, and I feel super fit, and I don't think I don't think you realise when you actually have them fights down the
Yeah,
line
yeah,
how much experience they lead you. You know what I mean? So I feel the experience with them fights, uh, all the sparring, all the hard work, whatever comes Friday night, I'm well capable of dealing with it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
you can look at these opponents and they look good and do that stiff jabs and this, that, and the other, but they're not fighting who you are. You know what I mean? So when I get in there, it could be all different again. You know what I mean? So yeah, we don't know that we till the bell goes, but as I said, Joe, I'm ready for whatever. We've had a hard camp. We've done everything right. So full steam ahead. We'll be in Italy there now. We're again on my Dublin heads pretty soon, and we'll see what way it goes.
Yeah, I know you're, you know, people say you shouldn't really look beyond this fight, but when do you sort of hope to get back out again? Because you're going to want to get back into action pretty quick, aren't you, after this one? You know, after your fight in March, now you've got your fight in, you know, October, but you know, you don't want to leave it too long, do you? You want to stay in that active sort of position.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I said, there's not a lot of shows on. I see there's one in Belfast soon in Ireland. You know what I mean? But going off previous Italian shows, I see Tommy McCarthy went out there. I think that
Yeah,
kid Morrissey from Manchester, and I think Reece Bellotti last year, they went out to Italy. I sort of expect not expecting not to win, but coming out, you know what I mean, and they got the wins, and from them they got big fights. So I don't know. I'm not really looking past October 1st, but I'd be hoping when I win and get the win that something might come out of it. Whether the zone will give me a 10 round international fight or something, I don't know. You know what I mean? But please God, I'll be out before Christmas then again, because if you go back to where I said when we went to Belgium and I came back 2 weeks later, I was straight back into camp and I felt brilliant. So the more I stay in the gym
yeah,
and the more fights I get and the experience, it's only going to benefit me. So, like you said, you want to be out ASAP. You don't want to be sitting around, Joel. So, please God, we go out there Friday and get the win, and something like even another 8 round or 10 rounder on the zone show could happen before Christmas. You know.
yeah. No, definitely. I've had a comment come in from Luke Sugar-Free Burn. I don't know if you know Luke. He's put all the best this weekend, Craig. Looking forward to another Irish warrior doing the business.
Yeah, top man, Luke. Really appreciate it. I don't know him, but I'll definitely give him a follow if he's on
Yeah,
Twitter or so after this. So,
yeah,
top
he's a
man.
top lad. One of the only diabetic boxers as well.
Really.
Yeah, he's absolute quality on the way up. He's in the amateurs at the moment, but he's hoping to turn pro eventually. But I'm sure he'll be in touch with you. Probably do some sparring after your fight.
Absolutely, that's amazing, man. Fair play, Luke. Keep the good work up. The doors will open, and there's no doubt he'll turn over eventually and have his own big career. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. Well, Craig, absolutely chuffed you could come on, mate. Really appreciate it. I know, busy times ahead. The baby's on the way in, what was it, 4 weeks' time?
She doesn't
Um,
stop complaining. She might have the baby pretty soon. She's giving out about pains and aches, so it could go any time soon, Joel. Yeah.
Mate, good luck.
No problem at all, John. Listen, thanks for having me, man. We were meant to go on obviously last week. I think even a couple of months never happened. I felt like I already knew you for years. It didn't, man. There's been that many conversations back and forward. So, listen, man. Thanks very much. I really appreciate it.
Oh no, honestly, Craig, the pleasure's mine, mate. And as I say, love to the family. I hope everything goes well with your partner and yourself. And mate, it's the best feeling in the world, and it will only drive you. So Craig is gone, and there you go. Thank you for coming on. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Yeah, you've been watching JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations, and I will see you again soon. Oh, hang on a minute. He's jumped back in. Craig.
Yeah. That's the worst thing about doing them on the phone. Everyone keeps ringing. I'm like, you know what I mean?
No, Craig, I was just saying, wish you all the best, you and your partner. And yeah, I don't know whether it's girlfriend or wife. I didn't want to put my foot in it.
Girlfriend for them, Joe. Girlfriend for them. In case we get the world title, she'll snook on me.
No, honestly, mate, thanks for coming on. And I wish you all the best in your fight. And being a dad, mate, is nothing better. It's incredible, mate. And it'll only drive you harder and make you work harder to do things. So, yeah, top bloke, Craig. And we'll have to have a catch up soon. Stay in touch, won't you, mate?
Thanks, Joel. Really appreciate it, mate. Top man. Keep up the good work. The shows are brilliant, and boxers like myself and everyone else need them. Yeah. So
Definitely, mate.
thanks again,
As I
bud.
say, make sure that Nigerian is 16 fights, 15 wins, 4 knockouts, and 1 loss.
Brilliant, buddy. Nah, keep pushing. That's what it's about. And speak to you soon, man. Really appreciate it.
No worries. Thanks, Craig. See you soon, mate.
Thanks a million, Joel.
See you, mate. Bye. So there you go. For a second time, Craig O'Brien, top guy. Has got a lot ahead of him. Birth of his child in about 3 to 4 weeks' time, by the sounds of it. Great times ahead for him. So wish him and his girlfriend all the best. And yeah, tune into DAZN 1st of October against Samuel and Moma for 8 rounds of boxing. And yeah, it'd be great to see him back out again. So give him a support, follow him on all the social medias, and I'll see you all soon. thank you very much. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.
Are you ready?